But I found this quiz on BuzzFeed that supposedly tells us that, like, hey, this is a quiz for millennials, but if you can answer these things, it proves that, like, you were kind of in between millennials and Gen Z and are really more on the cusp, like a zillennial or whatever stupid word you want to apply there.
It sounds French.
So I thought we should see how many things can we relate to here that show we're sort of like in between these two generations.
So this is going to find our real generation.
Yes, sure.
Okay.
How about that?
Not determined by our age, but just it's where are our hearts? In what generation do our hearts live?
Age is just a number.
Let's find out.
Did we identify as 90s kids growing up? Because technically we were alive then.
Wait, so we're going to have to agree because we're doing this jointly?
I think we can answer this collectively.
Okay.
I hope.
Joint
we might
survey.
argue. I identified as a 90s kid because I was a kid in the 90s.
Sure.
Did we enjoy the best of 90s snacks and 2000s snacks?
Dunkaroos, fruit roll-ups, baby.
I was absolutely gonna say fruit roll-ups.
Fruit by the foot. Longer than my hair.
Which was fruit roll-ups and which was fruit by the foot was like the long
one, yeah.
Wow, we just fed kids sugar.
Yeah, disgusting.
What are 2000? I guess they're all sort of the same.
Yeah.
Did snacks change?
Gushers. Love Gushers.
Do you remember like those like prepackaged lunches you could buy at the grocery store? Lunchables.
That's what my parents gave me.
All right. You knew the ultimate outfit was from Justice or Limited Too.
So you wouldn't know what this is.
This means nothing to me.
Because it was for young girls. But yes, I knew the ultimate outfit.
Okay. Well, we're 3 for 3.
Just like what I'm wearing now. You see this? This is my party shirt.
Okay.
This shirt is literally from 2004. Like, I've kept it since then. I put it in my closet, and I thought, one day, I'm going to like this shirt again. And that day is today.
Okay. Still wearing your clothes from high school. Good for you. Next one. You had VHS tapes and DVDs growing up.
Yep.
Absolutely true, right?
I used to burn DVDs for my dad.
I used to use, like, blank VHS tapes to record.
Yeah.
Like, PVRs weren't a thing yet. If you couldn't watch a show, you could set a VCR to record a show to watch it later.
Yeah, that's how we taped my commercials.
What do you have like vivid memories of like the kinds of movies
Survivor
you had on VHS?
I feel like we taped a lot of Survivor, the show, because it was always airing late or something.
For some reason, I have this. If you'll indulge me, my grandmother lived in the country, and like when we were for family events, we would go visit her. Very religious woman. And when the weather's not good and you can't just play outside in the lake or whatever, we like all you can really do is sit inside and watch movies. She only had like I think like one tape that was like for kids, and it was this movie about. God, I wish I remember the name. I'm sure someone will be able to find it, but it was about like evil trolls, but it was like a super Christian message movie about trolls. And how like trolls come down from the mountain and discover like the love of Jesus. It was like super weird and religious, but for some reason like I've burned in my mind like a song from that movie that's like God loves all he made, even evil trolls. And isn't it a joyous thing? And like there's this song I'll never forget the rest of my life.
God loves the evil trolls?
Yeah. Wow. It was proving that, God loves all of
even the
his
serial
creations,
killers.
even the terrible things.
Cool.
But I just have these vivid memories of like my grandmother trying to indoctrinate us with religion through this cartoon.
So
anyway.
You rejected that.
Oh, yeah. It didn't work.
Okay, yes, we had VHS.
Yes. We remember when Netflix mailed DVDs and wasn't just a streaming service.
I never had Netflix before, so I don't actually
I remember it, and I knew people who did this, and I thought it was bizarre, but I'm aware of it, so we do remember it. But we've been to Blockbuster. We have been to a Blockbuster. Yeah,
we used
we'd
to go to
all the time.
Blockbuster all the time, rent movies.
You could tell how popular a movie was, too, by like walking into a Blockbuster if there was like a whole wall
of the same movie. And then they were gone, and you were like, damn it, should have come yesterday.
There was something exciting about going in there, and like they'd have the cover of the movie, but if they didn't have the Blockbuster case behind it, it meant it was out of stock, right?
Out of stock.
So yes, you watched some 90s shows like Rugrats and All That live on TV.
Rugrats I watched.
I know Rugrats. I don't know the other one.
I don't know the other one either.
Rugrats was a freaky show
Yeah.
in retrospect. Those babies looked weird.
Those babies are crazy.
You saw older shows like Full House.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. Did you watch Full House?
Yeah.
Is that the one with those twins?
With the Olsen twins? Yes, Ben.
Yeah, the ones who killed Heath Ledger.
What?
Okay, so you watched Full House?
What are you talking about?
Okay. You you fell asleep on the couch and woke up in the middle of the night to George Lopez on Nick at Night.
No idea what that is.
This means nothing to me. This is the first one we haven't answered. You grew up on shows like Hannah Montana and Drake and Josh.
I think I'm too old for Hannah Montana.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
I did not.
I used to watch reruns of like Saved by the Bell, maybe.
I just watch a lot of Survivor.
You also caught parts of later kids shows like iCarly and Shake It Up. Nope. You get irritated when millennials act like nobody born after 1995 has ever heard an old song or watched an old movie. What?
No.
No. Okay. Whatever. We associate MTV with reality shows and not music videos.
I mean, now I associate it with reality shows, but I remember a time when MTV was all music videos. It was like the top 10, the top 30 countdown MTV music videos.
But like, I think my answer is yes, in the sense that, yeah, I remember when MTV actually played music. But for more of my life, MTV has been trash reality shows.
Okay, so we
Okay. You had a mustache themed phase.
just 2 weeks ago here on SimplyPodLogical.
Did you have a mustache themed phase?
No, you, Ben. Wait, don't check it on my behalf.
I'm checking it on mine.
Oh my god.
Maybe you're just into mustaches.
Nope.
Your emo phase happened in middle school, not high school.
I never had middle school because it was just grade 1 to 8 for French immersion.
Okay, but like, were you emo in grade 7 and 8 or in
No,
high school?
I was emo in grade 9, 10, 11, 12.
For all of
All
high
of
school.
high school.
You either had a believer phase or remember watching it unfold.
I remember it unfold, but I was not. I didn't really care.
Yeah, that was well after our childhood, though, right? You were too young for MySpace.
Not too
No.
young, but I never had a MySpace. Did you have a MySpace?
I remember, I remember visiting MySpace, but I didn't have a page.
Yeah, I never
Yeah.
was interested in it.
All right, Facebook was your first social media platform.
That is correct.
That is correct. You participated in all those tag your friends Facebook posts with the silly pictures.
Yeah, I did a lot of that.
Did
I had
you?
a lot of Facebook albums, and they were all named after like which drunk pub crawl.
Oh, good. You had intense back and forth poke wars with your friends on Facebook.
Yes.
Oh,
How weird is that? Do you
Cristine.
remember how you used to like be able to poke someone?
I don't think I did that.
People poked me.
Weren't you popular?
I ignored them.
You don't really use it anymore.
How
though.
did they know? They're calling you. I do not use my Facebook. Good.
Yeah. You forwarded a bunch of chain emails back in the day so you wouldn't be cursed forever.
Yes, and my grandmother still does that.
You did not forward those emails.
I remember forwarding them in the beginning, but then I like got smart and I'm like, you know what? I don't believe these.
I don't believe in this.
But my
curse.
grandmother still believes, and she still forwards these emails.
Old people send chain mail more than anything.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah.
but I did do this for just a short period of my life.
Man, we're checking off too many of these things. The next one, you have a Finsta.
What's that? Instagram for dolphins? For fish.
Is it like a Finsta a burner? I actually don't know what a Finsta is.
I've only heard of it because a YouTuber was recently associated with it and said that she only posted on her Finsta because she thought it was like for people who wouldn't see it. And that's when I was like, what is Finsta?
It's a burner account, right?
Is that what it's for? Or it's kind of like, here's where I post the stuff that I wouldn't put on my prestige Instagram, so I'm going to post it to my like I don't care version. Is it an app?
All right, I guess we don't have a Finsta unless we just don't know what a Finsta
No, yes, we are 32 years old.
is. You downloaded TikTok ironically.
You got me.
Christine. You're on the TikTok now?
Yeah, but like I'm on it mostly for Holo Taco.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because we put like cool mixing videos and stuff on there and my nail painting stuff. So
Okay. Did you think TikTok was lame at first, but now you're obsessed?
I'm not obsessed. I I think the dancing isn't for me, mostly because I would embarrass myself, and I know that even if I tried and like posted some dance video, I know that people aren't gonna like it. So,
Are people too mean on the TikTok?
I mean, I don't know. I'm not like gonna speak for all of TikTok, but I haven't had the best experiences with it, which is kind of sad, but
It's okay. Kids are mean.
I think it's like that with any app. Anytime there's an influx of a lot of people, especially when there's young people on an app, people don't always realize the impact of their actions and what they say. Just like kids bullying each other in the schoolyard, you don't think it's mean until you grow up and realize, and you're like, oh, I was kind of a dick. Maybe I shouldn't do that.
Yeah. I feel like kids are so much less likely to like bully in real life now, but they're just like still act terrible to strangers on the internet.
Yeah, it's easy, but I guess I'm used to it, so I'm good.
Okay. When you heard TikTok, did you immediately think of the Kesha song?
When I first heard the words TikTok, yes.
Yes. Okay, Kesha. You grew up still talking to your friends on their home phones.
Still remember their numbers.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I was about to say, like, give me someone's number, but you shouldn't do
I'm
that.
not going to do that.
But yeah, you had to remember people's phone
Well, I
numbers.
remember my friends' parents' phone numbers.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
child friends
I
didn't
wonder if I
have their
like
own
called them
homes.
today. You're like, hello, is Stacy home?
Was your first phone a flip phone or a sidekick?
No, it was even older than that. It was a Nokia, not brick, not like giant brick. It was like the
It was
small
like a
small
block.
bricks.
Me too, actually. I wish it was a flip. Remember the Motorola Razr?
Yeah, I wasn't cool enough for that.
Yeah.
I never had a flip phone.
No? I think I did at one. I think cool kids had like a Razr
I was
before the
emo
iPhone.
from grade 9 to 12.
Okay. So no. You remember accidentally pressing the internet button on your phone and slamming the back button because it was a total luxury.
Yes, because if you press the Internet Explorer, it would like, first of all, take 5 minutes to load anything, but then second of all, it would start charging you like $8 a minute.
Yeah, you could literally see like the dollar counting
Yeah.
up, right? I remember
So
that.
I was like, cancel. My parents are going to see this plan.
You remember when unlimited texting wasn't the norm.
Yep.
Yeah. You remember the Wii and Nintendo DS were all the rage. Does this mean anything to you,
No,
Cristine?
that's all you.
I do remember this.
I remember the Wii though. Like I never played it, but I remember how it was like the future.
Like the nunchucks.
Yeah, the nunchuck.
Wii bowling. Your main medium for art was kids' pics.
Photoshop. That's what's kids.
I don't know. You played a lot of Club Penguin and Webkins.
I have no idea what those
Okay,
are.
I don't know. You watched YouTubers before they became influencers.
Yep.
Did you?
Yes.
What are your earliest memories of watching YouTube? Was it about YouTubers or was it about just... Because for me, I remember YouTube as like a resource where I could Google like how
Yeah.
to do this.
I definitely used YouTube mostly as a resource too. I looked up a lot of like photography stuff because it was when I was starting to get into making Instagram videos before I was on YouTube. I went to YouTube to learn about how to use a DSLR.
Oh.
That's kind of my earliest memory of like actually almost on a daily basis going. But I also like watched a lot of Jenna Marbles and Grace Helbig at the time.
Yeah.
Before the term influencers was used and people were like often doing sponsorships.
When I think of those early people too, they're like... They're literally like the people who like got on ships to sail across an ocean and had like no idea if they were
What
going to
ocean?
end up on the other side. You know what I mean? It's pretty wild like to think of like the sort of pioneers of the platform.
Yeah.
Did we know there was nothing better than a VidCon hotel room collab?
Sounds terrible. But we've done it. I've done a VidCon hotel room collab, remember?
Have you?
Edible eyeshadow with Sophia Nygaard and Corinne from
That
Threadbangr.
okay, that was a hotel room
We filmed
collab.
part of that in their hotel room.
That was at Brandcast.
Whatever.
Creators. Yeah,
Same
I know
kind
what
of
you
thing,
mean.
yeah.
The idea of creators going to events and being together. Yeah, we can relate to that. We vividly remember Fred, Annoying Orange, and Ryan Higa. I remember
I would say
Ryan
yes,
Higa, yeah, and the orange thing.
The orange guy.
You know 2000s memes just as well as you know modern day ones.
One does not simply subscribe to Simply Nailogical. I remember the memes. Well, the meme is
no
one.
idea.
You know the meme with is he from Lord of the Rings? I actually have no idea where he's from. The guy was like, one does not simply, and then you just like input something else.
I don't think you know what a meme
I
is.
don't know.
Okay. You know Gen Z slang pretty well, but sometimes you see a new word and are completely dumbfounded.
Yes.
Yes.
I feel like I kind of get it, but then sometimes I'm like, what's no cap? Like, you lost your hat? I don't know.
Okay. You really wanted to be a millennial when you were younger, but now you relate more to Gen Z.
You wanted to be a millennial? I don't know. I never thought
who
about like who thinks about.
Yeah, maybe this is kind of a good way of wrapping up.
Yeah.
Who really thinks of themselves in such strong terms, like about their generation?
Yeah, like you must identify with the generation. First of all, you don't have a choice by the definition of these generations which one you belong to.
Yeah. And actually, here's the last one. You've watched the cringy millennial versus Gen Z fights online, and you just quietly mind your business because you don't really claim to be either.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, show me the results.
All right.
You're a zillennial.
It thinks we're in between, but who cares? These categories don't really mean anything.
So let's read what they say. You're definitely a millennial Gen Z cusper. You were born in the late 90s or very early 2000s and truly got the best of both worlds. You hear that, Ben? I'm
What?
only 25 years old.
This is not true at all.
You're also probably not too sure where the heck we fit in right now, but at least we're all confused together. Amen.
Thank you, BuzzFeed, for this study.